Namaste. Welcome to another yoga class. So this will be another Vinyasa Flow, and we will do some of the usual poses that we've encountered in some of the other classes, and we'll also always add a few new ones today, as always. So I hope you enjoy it. Let's have fun. Start by sitting on your mat. You can cross your legs. If you like, you can rest your palms on your knees, or you can bring your hands into Yang Mudra, thumb and forefinger touching. You can gently roll the shoulders back and down. You can lift up through your chest, the crown of the head, sitting nice and tall. Just for a moment, you can close your eyes. Letting go of all the tensions in the body, from the crown of the head to the toes. A long deep breath in, deep down into the belly. Feel it lift and rise. Feel the ribcage expand. Feel it rise up underneath the collarbones. And as you exhale, feel the ribs sinking back in and down. And the navel draws back in. Again, take a deep breath in, deep down into the belly. Feel it lift and rise. And as you exhale, soften the forehead, the space between the eyebrows. Soften the shoulders down and away from your ears. Let go of all the tensions in the body. Start to lengthen your breath. If you like, you can add the sound to the breath at the back of the throat, gently contracting the back of the throat. Let's begin with a few rounds of deep equal breathing. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And open your eyes, adding some movement to your breath. So inhale, sweep your arms up, look up to your head. And exhale, sweeping them down. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, sweeping them down. Inhale, reach them up. And exhale, sweeping them down. Take your right palm out to your side, reach up with your left hand, lengthen. Exhale, sweep it up and over. Feel that stretch on your left side. Exhale, come back to the center, other side. Reach up with your right hand, inhale, exhale, sweep it up and over. And exhale, come back to the center. Come forward onto your palms and knees. Knees at distance apart, palms shoulder distance apart. Spread the fingers wide. As you inhale, lift the head, lift the tailbone up to the spine, push the chest forward. Exhale, round the spine, draw the navel in, chin to the chest, tuck the tailbone under. Inhale, arching the spine, lift the head, lift the tailbone, shoulder blades draw back. And exhale, rounding the spine. And a few more times at your own pace with your own breath. Coming back to center, bring your big toes together. Knees are wide to the side, sit back towards your heels, reach forward through your fingertips, lengthen through the spine, press your forehead down towards the floor. Always come back to this pose during your practice, whenever you need to rest. Rise back up onto your palms and knees hip distance apart. Spread the fingers wide. Tap the toes under, sit back towards your heels. Press your hips up and back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. With your breath, you can paddle through your feet, stretching out the back of your legs. Add any movement that feels nice here. Bend your knees, take small steps up to the front, feet hip distance apart, folding forward. Rest your belly on your thighs. You can always hold on to opposite elbows or interlace your fingers behind your head at the base of your skull. Gently rocking from side to side. Let your head hang heavy. Feel that length at the back of your neck and all along the spine. Release your hands. Keep your knees bent. And slowly, vertebra by vertebra, rising up to standing. As you come up, lift up through your chest, lift up through the crown of the head, and then exhale, drop your right ear down towards your right shoulder. You can always place your palm to the outside of your head, reaching down through your left fingertips, feeling that stretch on the right side of your neck, all the way down your ear into your shoulder, into your fingertip. Exhale, come back to the center, other side, lift and lengthen in here. Exhale, drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. You can place your palm to the outside of your head, reach down through your fingertips. Feel that stretch down your neck into your shoulder. Such a nice stretch. If you're spending a lot of time sitting in front of the computer, writing, let all that tension, neck, your shoulders. And release, come back to the center, and then drop your chin down towards your chest. If you half circles, bring your chin up towards your right shoulder in here. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale up towards your left shoulder. Exhale, forward and down. And just continue a few more times. If you like, you can make full circles with your head, going all the way around. And then coming back to center, chin to the chest and all the way back up. Inhale, reach your arms up. With your right hand, encircle your left wrist to reach up high. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sway over to the right. And try to keep your whole body in one plane here. So navel draws in. Your arms, your torso, and your legs are in one plane. Exhale, back to the center, other side. Encircle your right wrist to lift up high. Inhale, exhale, sway over to the left. Exhale, come back to the center. And then inhale here, reach up high. Exhale, bending at the elbows. Draw your shoulder blades towards each other on your back. As you open up through your chest, you can slightly lift your chin, stretching out the front of your throat. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, come to a twist. Right arm back, left arm to the front. Square your hips to the front. Look back over your right hand. Back to the center. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, other side. Left arm back, right arm to the front. Back to the center. Inhale, reaching up. And forward. Tough now. Bend your knees, lower your hands, reach your arms up. Arms open. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, step your feet together. A few sun salutations from here. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lift the head, lengthen. You can bring your palms on your shins. Exhale, palms to the sides of your feet. Step back into place. Bring shoulders on top of your wrists, a bit of strength here. So navel goes in towards the spine as you bring your body into a straight line. Go forward on your lower down. Point the toes, draw elbows in and down into cobra. But lift your palms off the floor. Go back. Down to the lower down 2 more times, this time with your palms on the floor. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, lower down. Again, with your inhale, rising up. Exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes under. Press up into place. All the way back into Ardha Mukha. Pressing the hips up and back, heels draw down, fingers are widespread, navel draws in towards the spine. Find your drishti with your eyes between your feet on the floor, or you can gaze up towards your navel, stretching out the back of your neck, or you can simply close your eyes. 3 sounding breaths here. 1. Hold. 3. Bend your knees, look up to the front, step or hop between your hands, feet together, lift the head, exhale, falling forward. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, lift the head, lengthen. Exhale, palms to the floor. Step back into plank, shoulders on top of the wrists. Lower all the way. Or with your inhale, rise up into cobra or front release and hips off the floor. Exhale into Ardha Mukha. 1. 2. 3. Bend your knees, look up to the front, step or hop. Lift your head, lengthen. Folding forward. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lift the head, lengthen. Exhale, palms to the floor, step or jump back to chaturanga. With your inhale, rise up into cobra. Exhale into Ardha Mukha. Here, step your feet a little bit closer towards your hands and together. Adding a nice twist from here. Your left palm to the center of your mat, and with your right palm, reach for your left ankle. Draw that right elbow over to the right as you pull your head through. Come back to the center, other side. Bring your right palm to the center. With your left hand, reach for your right ankle. Draw that left elbow over to the left as you pull your as you go to pull your head through underneath your right arm. And come back to the center, back to downward dog. Walk your feet back at distance apart. Then with your inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Bring your left knee down, right knee on top of the ankle. Sweep your arms up, palms open or touching. Sink your hips forward and down. Engaging your core, so knee goes in towards the spine. Tuck your left elbow to the outside of your thigh. Press your right palm against your left. Navel draws towards your thigh. Back to the center. Let's press up into crescent lunge. Tuck the toes under. Press up with your left leg all the way up to standing. Shoulders on top of your hips. Reach your arms up. Into vertical twist. Sweep your right arm back, left arm to the front. Keep shoulders on top of your hips. Reach back to your fingertips. Spiral your arms back to crescent lunge. So both arms come down and then all the way back up. Into Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, turn that left foot out. Bend your right knee. Sink into your front leg. Knees on top of the ankle, pointing right forward, straight forward. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. Look over your right hand. Navel draws in, tailbone down. Reverse your warrior. Left palm on your thigh, right hand up and over. And then sweep the palms to the front. Let's come to a twist from here. Bring your left palm to the inside of your foot. Right arm up. Back into vertical twist. So let's press back into standing from here. Straight into your twist. So slowly lifting up. And then reach that right arm back, left arm to the front. Bring your right palm on your side. Sweep that left arm up and over. Adding a side stretch here. Sliding that right palm down your side. Left arm reaches up and over. And then exhale, sweep the palms to the sides of your foot. Step back into plank. Lower all the way or halfway hold. Rise up into cobra or upward dog. Exhale into Adho Mukha. 3 breaths here. 1, 2, 3. Lift your left leg up and here. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Low lunge. Bring that right knee down. Crescent moon. Reach your arms up. Arms open or touching. Sink your hips forward and down. Goes in. To a twist. Tuck your right elbow to the outside of your thigh. Press your left palm against your right. Navel draws towards your thigh. Come back to the center, pressing up. Tuck the toes under. Pressing up into crescent lunge. Sweep your arms up. Sink into your front leg. Left arm back, right arm to the front. Reach back through your fingertips. Keep active through that back leg. Spiral your arms back into crescent lunge. Both arms come down. And then all the way back up. Virajasana 2. Right foot turns out. Bend your left knee. Look over your left hand. Table sinks down. Navel draws in. Reverse your warrior. Right arm on your side. Left arm up and over. Exhale, sweep the palms to the front into your twist. Right palm on the inside of your foot. Left arm reaches up. All the way up into vertical twist. Slowly and controlled, pressing up to standing. Left arm reaches back. Right arm to the front. Keep traveling. Left palm on your thigh. Right arm up and over. What's twisting going on here? So keeping your balance. Sweep that right arm up and over. And then exhale, palms to the sides of your foot. Step back into plank. Lower all the way or halfway hold. You rise up into cobra. Exhale into Ardha Muktasana. 3 breaths. 1, 2, 3. Lift your right leg up in here. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Low lunge into crescent lunge. Pressing up to standing. Let's come into vertical twist. Right arm back, left arm to the front. Spiral your arms back to crescent lunge. Both arms come down and then all the way back up in here. Exhale, Virajasana 2. Turn your left foot out, bend that right knee. Come into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon balancing pose. Shift your weight onto your right foot. Bring your right arm down. Lift your left knee and left arm up. Find your knee, kind of focus with your eyes. Open up to your hip. Stack that left arm on your right. Open up to your chest. Find your breath. Come back to the center. Squeeze your hips. Standing split. So lift up the left leg high as you can. Into standing stop. Slowly bend your left knee and keep your gaze on your point of focus as you come up to standing. Lift your leg, lift your arms. Into airplane balancing pose. Hitting forward, sweep your arms and lean back behind you. Squeeze your shoulders towards each other on your spine. Exhale, bring your palms down to the sides of your foot, stepping back. Step back into plank, lower all the way or halfway hold. Your inhale, rise up into cobra, walk low. Exhale into Ardha Muktasana. Your breath here. Other side, lift your left leg up in here. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Low lunge into crescent lunge. Pressing up. Vertical twist. Left arm back, right arm to the front. Spiral your arms back to crescent lunge. Both arms come down and then all the way up. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Shift your weight onto your left foot. Bring your palm down, lift your arm, lift your leg. Open up to your hip. Reach back to your heel. Find your point of focus with your eyes. Find your breath. Exhale, come back to the center. Where you have standing split. Lift that right leg high as high as you can. Into standing snap. Bend your knee in. Keep your gaze on your point of focus. Lift your arms. Lift your knees. Airplane balancing pose. Back behind you, tilting forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Reach forward to the crown of the head. Back to your toes. And then bring the palms down. Step back into low lunge, into plank. Lower all the way or halfway hold. With your inhale, rise up into cobra or full. Exhale into Ardha Mukha Svanasana. 3 breaths. 1, 2, 3. Lift your right leg up. Bend your knee. Turn it up towards the ceiling. Opening up through your hip. Always stay here, or you can transition to wide thing from here. Dropping your foot back behind you. Sweep that right arm up and over. Back into plank. Shoulders on top of your wrists. Lower all the way or halfway hold. Rise up into cobra or upward dog. Exhale into Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Lift your left knee up. Bend your knee. Turn it up towards the ceiling. Opening up through your hip. You can stay here or wide thing. Drop that foot back behind you. Sweep your left arm up and back. Push your hips high. A stagnant here. And flipping back into plank. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale into Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Malasana, bend your knees, look up, step off, hop your feet to the outside of your hand. Turn your toes out to the side, lower your hips, bend your knees. Bring your palms into the palace, right hip open, stretch back. Use your elbows to press your hips open, let your chest lifted. Bit of strength, lift your hips to the height of your shoulders, but keep your spine long. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, press your hips up. Inhale, lower them down. One more time, press them up, exhale. Inhale, lower them down. Now strengthening for your back, your thighs, your breath. And then into Vinyasa. Bring your palms down, shoulder distance apart. Wriggle your knees up onto your upper arms, towards your armpits as much as you can. Shift your weight forward. Keep your core engaged. Navel draws in. Lift your hips high. Maybe lift one foot off the floor. Maybe the other foot off the floor. With your palms, keep lifting your hips and keep drawing your heels up towards your buttock. Step or jump back to chaturanga. With your inhale, rise up into Cobra. Exhale into Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 breaths. 1. 2. 3. One more round. Lift your right. Okay, let's begin with your left side for this one, just to change it up a little bit. With your inhale, lift your left leg high. Here, step your foot between your hands. Low lunge into crescent lunge. Pressing up, shoulders off your hips. Vertical twist. So left arm back, right arm to the front. Spiral your arms back to crescent lunge. Both arms come down. And then all the way up. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Right foot turns out, bend your left knee. Let's take it into 5-pointed star pose. Turn the toes out, reach your arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Bring the palms down. Turn your toes forward to the long side edge of your mat. Walk your palms back as the crown of the head reaches down. You can always stay here, or if you want to try to come up into a headstand from here, tripod headstand. Just experiment so you can draw the navel in. It all comes from your core as usual. So keep drawing the navel in as you lift your hips high. Palms press away from the floor. So the part of your head that's on the floor is the crown of the head, the highest point of your head. And there's not a lot of pressure on your head. You keep pressing away with your hands. You keep lifting up from your hips. And then maybe you lift your feet up. When you're ready, slowly bring your feet back down. A few more breaths, you can walk the palms back. And then lift your head, walk the palms back to the front. Hip opening stretch, side lunge, turn the toes out of that right foot, shift your hips over, maybe come off your left foot, maybe bring your palms up. Back to the center, inhale, exhale, other side. Turn the toes out to the side, shift your hips over. Palms come down, turn the palms to the front, low lunge, into plank, lower all the way or halfway hold. Inhale, rise up into Cobra. Exhale into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift your right leg up, inhale. Exhale, step your foot between your hands, low lunge into crescent lunge. Vertical twist, the right arm back, left arm to the front. Spiral your arms into crescent lunge. Arms come down, all the way up. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Five-pointed star, turn the toes out, reach your arms high. Exhale, forward fold, bring the palms down. Turn your toes to the long side edge of your mat. You can walk your palms back. You can have another go at your headstand if you like. Or you can take 2 fingers around the big toes, crown of the head reaches down. Or you can choose any other variation of Vasarita Paritanasana that we've done in other classes. If you have any favorite variation, go for it. A stretch on the inner thighs and your hips. And then inhale, lift your head, walk the palms to the front, side lunge to the back of your mat, turn the toes out, shift your hips over. Inhale back to the center, other side, shift your hips over to the front. Palms to the floor, walk the palms back to the front, coming into plank. Shoulders on top of your wrists, that's a bit more strength here. Coming down onto your forearms, forearm plank. Elbows are below the shoulders, navel draws in. Palms draw back behind you as you reach forward to the crown of the head and back through your heels. Dolphin pose, interlace your fingers. Walk your feet up towards your face. Keep lifting your hips high. Keep pressing away from your elbows. Shoulders away from your ears. One more challenge, stack your feet together and then lift your right leg up. Exhale, lower it down, other side. Lift your left leg up. And exhale, lower it down. Back into forearm plank. Walk your feet back. Open your palms, shoulder distance apart. And then lower all the way down. Stretching out the front of your body. Bring your palms to the sides of your shoulders. And from here, you can rise. Actually, let's stay on our forearms for Sphinx pose. But slightly more gentle for your lower spine. So elbows are below the shoulders. To the chest, shoulders away from your ears. Press down to the tops of your feet. And you can stay right here. If you want to come a little bit higher, maybe straighten your arms. Just enjoying that nice stretch at the front of your body after workout, like abdominal workout exercises and strength. It's nice to stretch out in front of the body, just releasing all the tensions and finding back to a nice deep, gentle breath. Feel lower down. Press up onto your knee. Sit down onto your mat. Finish off with Paschimottanasana, forward fold. You can always bend your knees here if you're tighter at the back of your legs. Props, you can sit up on some books so that your spine is nice and straight and tall. You stay right here if you like to come forward, reach up through your fingertips and lengthen. Exhale, falling forward. Inhale, lift the head, lengthen, exhale, sitting back. And then slowly, vertebra by vertebra, lower down onto your mat. You can hug your knees to the chest. And then take your arms up to the sides, bending at the elbows, palms facing up, knees are bent 90 degrees. And exhale, lower them down to the floor on the right. You can look over to the left or keep your head straight. Draw your shoulder blades down. Inhale, bring them back up to center, and exhale over to the other side. Inhale back to the center, hug the knees to the chest. Release, lower your legs down, reach your arms up and over, reach into toes and fingertips, lengthen through the whole body. And then coming to Shavasana, take your arms to the sides, wide of the hips, palms facing up. You can take your legs apart, feet loosely falling out to the side. Make any adjustment that feels comfortable. Tuck the tailbone under. You can wriggle your shoulder blades towards each other. And tuck the chin towards the chest. Making any adjustment to become comfortable. Take a deep breath in, deep down into the belly. And exhale, letting go of all the tension. Soften your forehead and the space between the eyebrows. Just simply notice how much you can let go with each breath out. Relaxing and softening with each exhale. As you breathe in, feel the maximum capacity of your lungs. Notice the expansion of the belly, the outward movement of the ribs. And as you exhale, feel the whole body softening and letting go. Just very gently holding your awareness on your breathing. Each exhalation and letting go and dropping away. Each inhalation drawing your awareness into a new moment, a new breath. Feel all the details of your body responding to your breath. Feel a growing sense of relaxation coming over you. Relaxing just a little bit more than the breath before. Notice the presence of sensations. Notice the quality of energy present in your body right now. As you breathe and relax, feel the flow of sensations through the body. Let yourself simply be the observer, watching the sensations as they arise, watching the emotions as they arise, simply and effortlessly observing thoughts appearing and disappearing. Notice your capacity to allow this moment to be just as it is, without adding anything to it, without taking anything away. are you in the absence of struggle, the radiance of effortlessness? You can remain in this beautiful state of relaxation as long as you like. You can gently start to wiggle toes and fingers. You can stretch in any way that feels nice today. Holding onto one side, resting there for a few more breaths. And then coming up to sitting, rest your palms on your knees or bring them into Namaskar, soaking up and enjoy the energy of your practice today. Namaste.